Happy New Year, boys and Shyla. Happy New Year, guys. What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, mate? Hello, Bobby Mays. I love you, Bobby Mays. I love you, Bobby Mays. You're my favorite chat name to read out, Bobby Mays. I have so much fun saying your name, Bobby Mays. How are you, Ollie Williams? What's up, Justin Kennedy? How are you, man? What's up, Too Smelly? Ugh. What's up, Shyla? How are you? Happy New Year's Eve. I hope you had a great Christmas. I know we Orthodox celebrate our own Christmas and our own New Year's, but happy Western New Year's to you, Shyla. What's up, Eric? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. What's good? What's up, Ben Still Driver? How are you, dude? What's up? I'm alive, Too Smelly. I survived the New Year's Eve break. What's up, MMA Johnny? How are you, man? Good to see you, dude. Dude, why did you take a whole year off streaming? You know, I took a day off, right? You guys are aware of that, yeah? I took 1 day off. 1 day. I took New Year's Day off. That is it. That is the only day I have taken off on the whole break. Even when I go camping, I do streams for you guys. I have taken off literally just a day. I remember when it was when I was the favorite chat name. Eric, you were never the favorite chat name. Dude, it's been a year. It's been a day. And also, I didn't even really take it off. I did a collaboration video, which was released on Fight Society's channel. So I still put out content, even for the day. I've literally not taken a day off. Did you recover from the mogging? The irony of the first in Best Dressed Award not showing up for his award, starting the year off lacking. I wasn't lacking. I put out content. I was at work on the new year. Ooh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, Eric, you winning the award for the first in Best Dressed, the most coveted award on Dougie's Corner, mate. You win the award and you can't even be bothered to show up for the award ceremony. When on the stream the night before, I said the award ceremony would be coming within the next 2 days. I swear to God, guys. I swear to God. The disrespect, brother. The disrespect, brother, around here. The disrespect. Unbelievable, brother. It's the disrespect for me, brother. Anyway, we're here now, chat. We're all happy. Let me put on some beats to keep my mind occupied. Beautiful stuff. Oh, what's up, Nacho? Happy New Year to you, brother. Eric, how dare you have a life? How dare you not be here on the stream when the stream is ready to go? I hate when everyone misses the New Year's joke. It has not been a year. The joke is that if you have done something since last year. No, I get the joke, Eric. I get the joke. I get it. I get it. It's been 24 hours and I haven't streamed at all this year. I get the joke. Dickhead. I understand the joke. It's not very funny. Tracy Cortez, great mink, you bloody wish, Fighters Club. People can stop saying Trump is a racist. He literally had Vanilla Ice perform at Mar-a-Lago yesterday. Finally! Donald Trump proves his love for the black community by having Vanilla Ice perform there. That wasn't directed at you? Well, fair enough then. It was absolutely hilarious. It wasn't funny. It wasn't a very funny joke at all. I haven't pissed since last year. That's a long time, to be honest. Like, it's been 48 hours. You know, it is the second, you know. Did you see Tracy Cortez and Sharma together? Eric, what's the title of the stream? What's the title of the stream? Huh? Read the title of the stream, Eric. Read it. What do you think, mate? What do you think? Of course I've seen it! Of course I've seen it! I'm the MMA news guy. I haven't jerked off this year. Well done, MMA Johnny. Neither have I. Spit and spin on the like button. That's it. Spin on the like button and put a spin on it. I'm not reading all that. Fair enough. What's up, Paul? How are you, man? What movie did you learn in breakdance class today? What move did I learn in breakdance class? The sit and spin move. I can't be bothered reading all of that. Well, yes, Eric. In short, I have heard about Tracy Cortez getting herself around once again. There it is. Yes, I've heard about Tracy Cortez getting herself around once again. Oh, look at me. I'm Alex Pereira, UFC 2-weight champion. I'm 6'5". I'm starring in a movie, and I'm fucking Tracy Cortez. Fuck you, Alex Pereira. On behalf of the MMA community, to Alex Pereira. Fuck you, man. What's up, Paul? Good to see you, man. I hope that you're doing good, brother. I can't be fucked, mate. I had a brutal New Year's. Oh, no. My mate shouted me a couple of lines I ended up going on a walkabout in the middle of nowhere for hours. That can happen. That is dangerous. That can happen. Nacho had the kind of New Year's that we've all experienced before. My back and my legs are fucked. Nothing worse, mate, than just getting on it and going for a wander into the forest. I hope that you had a good New Year's Eve, though, mate. I hope that you enjoyed your forest experience. Sounds like you and Two Smelly Fingers and Dark Light Delirium had a very similar New Year's. What's up, Chris? How are you, man? Have you heard the news? What, does no one read the fucking title? Does no one read the title or look at the fucking picture of the stream? The thumbnail? Does anyone see what the thumbnail of the stream is or what the title says? Yes! Yes, I've seen it. Dougie's lying, he whacked off when New Year's hit. Mate, right at midnight. My final stroke was right at midnight. Wrong music, chud. Huh? Oh, shit, the award music is playing. Shit. Thanks, Eric. You're a good producer, mate. I thought I deleted all that. Awkward. This is awkward. There we go. Thanks, Eric. Have you seen the new Anaconda movie trailer? I have seen the new Anaconda movie trailer. Wouldn't the language barrier between them be an issue? I think she speaks South American because her name's Cortez. So I'm pretty sure they speak ay mami, ay papi language. He never left Nina's dusty pussy. He left Nina's dusty old pussy. Finally, he has moved on from Nina drama to Tracy Cortez. I think this does go to prove that MMA is just the high school. MMA is the high school. It's always been the high school. It's just the playground and it's the high school. And this kind of goes to prove everything that we know about male and female dynamics. And it goes to prove everything that we know about MMA. Tracy Cortez is considered to be one of the hottest girls at high school. She's worked her way through Brian Ortega. She's worked her way through Paulo Costa. She is now working her way through Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is seen to be one of the biggest chads on the playground, and he is now taking home the high school hottie. Everything is working out almost exactly as it should, to be honest. This is... The world just is, like, I know that liberals and people who are PC fucking hate the facts of the world, but this is male-female dynamics. These are the facts of the world. The high school hottie will go around and fuck all the chads. No one else will get any puss. This is the way that the world is. UFC and MMA constantly prove to us that the world is pretty fucking simple. Shiloh, thank you so much for re-upping your membership. I appreciate you, Shyla. Shout out to Shyla, re-upping her membership. Even though a lot of the meme videos get blocked over in Russia. So thank you, Shyla. Where am I up to? Wrong music chart. Have you seen the news? Wasn't a language barrier. He left it. Yep. 6'5" is some average ass height. Sure, Crisp. You post your height, mate. Nacho, it was a 3-day festival. My mate's girl offered me a bump. And the stupid girl mixed up the bags and sent me on a ketamine trip. That is... almost the opposite of cocaine. Isn't Tracy Cortez a cross-eyed one? I don't know. Maybe, Johnny. Dougie is a requirement not to be able to read here. Don't you know this, brother? Don't you know this? We can't read, brother. It's a cruel world, Paul. It is. Does no one check the music before streaming? Does no one bother to listen to the music they play? No, I don't. I thought I did delete it. I think I just didn't delete it when I click on the live share profile. I've got the main profile. Yeah. And then I have to click on the live share profile. That's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there, mate. You know, we'll sort it out, mate. Dougie's Corner is where the autists get sent to talk about MMA when they're not talking about gay stuff. This is true. I do feel like I've accumulated the autistic corner of the MMA community. Where did you walk to, Nacho? Who did you abuse? Yep. She's going to go up to John Jones next and get the shit beaten out of her. She probably will. That is the natural progression of the high school slut. By the looks of it, Tracy is probably the same size as Brian Ortega. I would say installed driver. She is a tiny little thing. Dougie, speaking of experience, being the one not... okay, Eric. I was actually one of the chuds. Thank you very much, mate. All right. Have you not seen me? I am thick. Membership just to... Oh, thank you, Shyla. I appreciate that. What do you mean post my height? Post your height, mate. If you think 6'5" is something average, 6'5" is some average ass height, post your height, mate. How tall are you, Crisp? Huh? Send a photo of you standing next to a bus stop, brother. I blacked out, came to like 15 kilometers from my mate's house. Oh, God, 15k is too far. Found some cunt smoking a durry at the front of his house and begged him to take me back. Yeah, that's... Jesus, Nacho, you went on a real Homer Simpson when he tries the red hot chilies and goes wandering into the desert. My God, mate. Doug, you've been out of reception. Haven't heard all the news over the last week. Can I get a rundown on the bullet points? Sure. Nothing's been happening. Magomed Ankalaev really wants to fight Kamaru Usman. Arman Tsarukyan ate a soup full of horse meat. Alex Pereira is fucking Tracy Cortez. And Volta Walker, the heel hook king, will be doing a grappling match against a human being named Geodude. They call him Geodude because he was born literally without legs. He is a wrestler and an MMA fighter whose body just sort of stops at his belly button. He's a weird looking bastard, and Volta Walker will be fighting him. Also, Anthony Joshua decided to go on holiday in Africa, crashed his car, and looks like he'll never be fighting again. That's the news with Dougie. There you go, brother. They're going to make a movie about Nacho's New Year adventure. They do. It'll be a real... Harold and Kumar go to White Castle? That's a classic stoner movie, right? Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, right? Jones would not gravitate towards Cortez simply because she does not have a cock. That's true. That's why he would get angry at her. The average height is 5'11". Yes, 5'11 is the normal height. That sounds like a very crazy... Yeah, I know. Nacho was trying to make The Hangover Part 4. Down under. He was, mate. Just him and a bunch of kangaroos. How are you, Shotgun? Good to see you, brother. Happy New Year to you, man. It was pretty fucked, to be honest. My phone was at my mate's house, so I didn't know what the fuck I was thinking. You were just high and drunk, Nacho, and just went in for a wander into the bush. Honestly, we're lucky Nacho's back alive. We're lucky to have Nacho here today, chat. Why a bus dot? I'm 6'4", but 5'4" when I stand on my money. What are you saying, Crisp? Little Ank wants to fight Usman. Magomed, did I say Magomed Ankalaev? I meant Islam Makhachev wants to fight Usman. There you go. What is up, Real Dude Joba? How are you, Sus Pasture? Good to see you, man. I watched your 2 videos with Fight Society. They were good, but there was one point where you both got flustered and not knew when to speak, and it was a very gay moment. Yes, I know that moment. That was a very gay moment. Yeah. And also, God almighty, I'm so embarrassed about this. I apologize to Fight Society, and it's the last time that this mistake will happen. But, you know how my microphone usually sounds, how you guys are hearing it now. It's a little crispy, you know, it's a little grating at times, but it's loud enough for everybody to hear it. It's certainly the desk mic that's here in front of me. When we did our collaboration, he sent me a website link for us to link up together called StreamEast, which I'd never used StreamEast before. StreamEast was just a default web browser and pulled the microphone, not the microphone from here in front of me, but the microphone from here in the webcam. There's a webcam microphone built into here, and it sounds like shit. So the StreamEast website pulled that. I didn't check the back-end settings. That's why it sounded so bad and so different. So when you listen to the collaboration on his channel, I sound like shit. When you listen to the collaboration on my channel, I'm filming it on OBS like I usually do, and all the settings are correct, and it's filming from this microphone. So StreamEast, StreamYard, StreamEast, one of them, whatever. I don't know what the fucking website was. So anyway, I apologize to him. I should have checked the settings on the website when he sent me the link. It's all good. Apparently his guys enjoyed it on his end. Fight Society, I thoroughly enjoyed it on my end. I thought it was great. I had a great time filming with Fight Society. I thought our 2 videos did quite well. Our Champions prediction video did pretty good. Our PFL video did pretty good. That's almost at 1,000 views. That's about 800, 900 views now. And we got along really well. It was a really fun time. We spoke for about 40 minutes before we filmed both the collabs. We just hung out, talked shit about MMA YouTube. I didn't want to talk about MMA YouTube too much. But yeah, it was good. I didn't want to talk about MMA YouTube too much on a filming because I don't like talking about MMA YouTube on YouTube. I like talking about MMA on YouTube. So it was good. I had a really good time with Fight Society. So Fight Society, thanks for having me around on your channel. It was really, really good. Really, really good. So thanks, Super Shotgun. I'm happy you enjoyed them too, man. Dougie, best news presenter ever. No fucking with the spiders for you. There you go, mate. Just straight to the points. They're the big points that have happened over the last 10 days. Is it really a successful New Year's if you don't get high on cocaine and knock out a kangaroo? Probably not, Justin Kennedy. Probably not. How was your New Year's, Dougie? Sorry if it's all been covered. I've missed you, motherfuckers. No, the New Year's was good, brother. So I took the day off YouTube because I had the Fight Society collaboration coming out on his end. And I went down to the local. We went bar hopping. It was good. Saw the fireworks. It was good. Went down to the beach. It was great. It's been a good New Year's break. I've got a video filmed, ready to come out for you guys after this live stream. The video is in the chamber and ready to be released after we do this live stream. And then I'm going back down to the beach to just enjoy the sun. Lucky Nacho didn't get gored by a Benetang. I don't know what that is. Fighters Club. Is that why it sounded so bad? That's why it sounded so bad, Nacho. But I did still order the Blue Eddie microphone, so that is on the way. January 25th is so far away. Why must it take so long for the UFC to restart? I don't know, Shyla. It's killing me. But do not worry. We've still got plenty of stuff to get through. We have got to finish the top 30 best top 30 best UFC fighters of all time, which we'll probably get into towards the end of today's stream. We've got to finish the UFC Olympics. We still can do some career watching, and we can still plug in the Xbox and do some gameplay. Ain't StreamEast the illegal web? StreamEast, you're a collaboration casual. I am a collaboration casual. It's true. I think it was called StreamYard is the one. What's the Fight Society thing? How have I missed all this shit? Well, because you've been away, Paul. So me and Fight Society, who is a channel based out of LA, did 2 videos together. We did one video for my channel, which is how to save the PFL in 2026. And we did another video for his channel, which is predicting every single champion at the end of 2026. And the video for his channel is the one that I fucked up on my StreamEast settings. Collab with MMA Joey, it seems like the two of you are similar. No, never. I mean, I would do a collaboration with MMA Joey. I'd fucking grill him about all of his talking points, but yeah. Beach stream, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Surprise fireworks aren't banned in Australia. Oh, you're not allowed to buy them. They have to be government-sponsored fireworks. Don't worry about that. I'm only just starting to feel normal right now thanks to the smooth, dulcet tones of Mr. Scorner. You're welcome, Nacho. We're getting back into it. Hey, Shyla, what did your New Year's look like? How did Russia celebrate its New Year's, Shyla? Fatty Boy is still complaining Aspinall is faking his eye surgeries. I did see that. I jumped onto Fatty's channel. I managed to actually be cruising around and had my headphones in while Fatty was live. So I jumped in on one of Fatty's lives and had a bit of a lurk. And Fatty is saying that Tom Aspinall is literally faking his eye surgery. The guy who says that he just says the facts. He's not trying to rage bait. He's not biased. He just says the facts. Apparently, Tom Aspinall is faking his eye surgery. Can we edit your face into Tracy Cortez's body and Wyatt's face onto Alex Pereira's body in that photo? You know what? We'll have a bit of fun with it. We can make a meme right now. Yeah, sure. Why not? You know what? Yeah, brother. Why not? Well, no worries. No worries. No worries, brother. No worries. All right. You want to do this? All right. Why not? You want to do my face? You want to do my face? Let's open up this. Stop that. Go there. Go there. So what do you want to do? You want to open up my face. We'll go Canva there like that. We'll go X there like that. Canva goes there like that. Surround me. So this is the photo that you want. You want my face on Tracy Cortez's body. And you want Wyatt's face on Alex Pereira's body. How much are you going to dono for that? Huh? Huh? T995? What's the dono going to be for that, brother? Give us a dono and we'll embarrass myself, mate. Go for it. Aspinall is getting surgeries on his eyes to keep up the grift of the eye pokes, apparently. Yeah, MMA Joey's a fucking idiot. MMA Joey's a fat fucking idiot. No one should listen to him, and I'm happy his channel is crashing and burning. Did you guys make a new channel for the collab, or is there some fuck about that I don't know as you achieve putting your channels together, channel names together? No, brother. I'll show you how it's done. All right, let's jump over to here. Oh, thank you for the $5, T995. I appreciate it. Here's what we're going to do, chat. T995, thank you for the $5. I'm going to show Install Driver where the collaborations are, and then we'll jump over and we'll make the funny meme. All right, brother? And then I'll read everyone's chats in between, okay? So that's how we're going to do it, dude. That's how we're going to do it. Let's go over here. Let's go to the live share. Let's keep it like that. Let's go here. Let's go MMA YouTube, Fight Society. YouTube, Fight Society, there he is. We'll go to Fight Society. There's Fight Society there. If you go to predicting every UFC champion at the end of 2026, that's me, Fight Society. That's me and Fight Society over on his channel. If you go to my channel here on Dougie's Corner, obviously you guys know my channel. You're on it right now. You can go to the most recent video. PFL and Francis Ngannou are in big trouble. What can they do to save themselves, okay? Let's go back over and respect the $5 donation and let me embarrass myself. All right, Dougie, shut the fuck up. Shut up, Dougie. No one wants to hear. Oh, no! You guys are going to see the next video that's coming out. No. No. That's a surprise. That's a surprise. All right, I'll jump in and read everyone's chats. Where are we up to? I'll read everyone's chats, and then we'll make the meme. Thank you so much, T995, for the $5, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Let me punch out some of these, and we'll make the meme. I would enjoy Dougie bringing logic, reason, and diet to MMA Joey. MMA Joey would die of a heart attack by seeing my fucking rig and realizing what he could be. Crafty Vet Dougie fucks up audio on another person's channel to force the viewers onto his. It's a big brain move, Eric. It's a big brain move. Imagine he just clicks on the stream while you're doing this. I know. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. I mean, it's weird how he films everything else and then just says, yeah, I'll have 2 surgeries by the end of January without putting... You want him to put out footage of him getting eye surgery, Nacho? Wait, Nacho, are you seriously going to continue on with this path where you're agreeing with MMA Joey that Tom Aspinall is getting fake eye surgery just because he's not putting out the footage of him getting his eyes cut open? Are you serious, Nacho? I see fireworks from my office window. That was the extent of my New Year's celebration. Oh yeah, Charlotte said she had to work for New Year's. Unbelievable. Literally imagine getting surgery on your perfectly healthy eyeballs. I'll add in this, shotgun, in the middle of your career for no reason than just to satisfy dorks on the internet. You've got to defend the heavyweight title, make your millions of dollars, but you're going to pause that to get unnecessary surgery. Who the fuck believes that? Russia's New Year was Ukraine attacking their energy infrastructure in Moscow. Okay. Well, that's what Fatty Joey thinks he's doing. MMA Joey is an idiot. Dougie, the Joshua situation is crazy. From the time I woke up to lunch, I thought he had died. The reporting on Twitter is misleading itself. Yeah, that is the problem with Twitter and its free speech. Like, I do love free speech on Twitter, but Twitter has become, like, just a cesspool of misinformation. An absolute cesspool of misinformation. Right. D995 spent $5 on this, so let's give the man what he wants. Let's give the man what he wants. Uploads. What do we got? Have we got Fight Society somewhere? We've got Fight Society there. Have we got a photo of me somewhere? Do I make a photo? Have I got a photo of myself here somewhere? There we go. We got a photo of me there. We'll sort it out for you, T995. Thank you for doing this. We'll remove... This is going to be the grapiest photo ever made. All right. Oh, no. This is not going to be... Oh, no. This is not going to be a good one. Hang on a second. All right. So we got to get rid of all that. There we go. That goes there like that. Done. That's going to go there like that. Oh, no. This is horrible. Oh, no. Not good. We'll go like that. We'll get the Chad there like that. Where is the Glizzy Overdrive? I'm never doing the Glizzy Overdrive. Never. Never. Right, there you go, T995. That is for you. That is for you. No, man, he said you're Tracy Cortez. No, he didn't. He never said that. I don't know. People listen to Joey. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Chrissy. Happy New Year to you, Chrissy. Charlotte, sounds like you need Nacho's New Year's Eve celebration next year. Nacho needs to have yours. They need to swap it. That is so fucked. I know. The whole time is being passed around. He is. I still feel mildly drunk. I had 14 beers. What was I up to? And half a bottle of tequila last night. Jesus, Justin. Fucking hell. Did anyone watch the Ryzen card, by the way? The Ryzen card was amazing. Seems like Brown syndrome side effects are bullshitting. No, he's got an eye problem, mate. Nacho doesn't want the footage. He's saying all of a sudden Aspinall isn't posting everything. Maybe he wants the... Maybe he's listening to the criticism of he overposts things. Arsenal is top of the league. Good for them, mate. Ortega called out Pereira to a grappling match. Ortega would die. Stop it. Why are you gay? This does require a why are you gay, doesn't it?
Why are you gay? You are gay.
I've spent like $50 at this point. Where is the Glizzy Overdrive? No. I know. Mate said your Tracy. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Bro, what is this? I fast forward and I see this image. I got paid $5 for an Ali. All right? I need the money. I need the money. Jesus, that photo looks ominous. That was a bad one. Imagine if Tom comes back, slams all these dorks in round 1, deserves the next 4 years, like over the next 4 years. Garn, Volkov, Cortez, Acosta, etc. It would be fucking amazing. I hope he does, Super Shotgun. I genuinely hope he does, brother. How are you, Ricky? Good to see you, mate. I hope that you're doing well. I honestly feel like Cortez Acosta is talking himself into a serious ass beating. I would love to see Waldo Ortez Acosta versus Tom Aspinall after all the shit talking Waldo Ortez Acosta has done. I would absolutely love to see it. Nacho, stop rage baiting. Exactly. The only reason I know the amount of beers is the amount of empties on the counter. The problem when I drink liquor and vodka soda is you don't know what you've done until you realize there's a bottle of vodka missing and some scotch. Yes, every opinion you disagree with is rage bait, but this is just so insane, Nacho. This isn't like I think Marab can beat Sean. This isn't like I think Piotr Jan can beat Marab. This is you're accusing a man of having unnecessary eye surgery in the middle of his athletic career. You know? It's bizarre, dude. Who would do that? Honestly, Nacho, who would do that? How bullied by the trolls do you have to be to get unnecessary art? I'm not married to the opinion. I'm just saying the optics are strange. All right, you can say the optics are strange. I'll give you that, but I don't think they are. I think he got poked in the eyes and now he's got damage to the muscles around his eyes. He's caught browns and they need to do surgery on it. I think it's time for a hangover blunt. Get it, Justin Kennedy. I did say that you were Tracy. Well, if you did say that I was Tracy, let us respect the $5 donation. Let us respect the $5 donation. If I'm Tracy, then I'm Tracy. So we'll go there like that. We'll go there like that. And Wyatt can go there like that. And then if you really want to respect the $5 donation, I think this is the way that you do it. You do it like this. And then you go eraser, you go pixel eraser. Hang on, I'm a little bit there like that. Why, it's a little bit there like that. There you go. That's fucking gold. Oh my god. If you think Aspinall needs to film the surgery, you guys are genuinely retarded. Just use your brain. I know. What the hell? We still got the way. Are you gay? Hang on. Get out of here. Why are you gay? There we go. Acosta has been walking way too silky, who got smashed by Pavlovich this year. He's walking way too confidently for someone who was smashed by Pavlovich. Is that what you're saying? Doug, you don't have to agree. It's probably more balanced if you don't, but me and Nacho are going to be right about Aspinall not being all he seems to be anymore. Yeah, but that's a different conversation, right? Like I can admit that I might have overhyped Aspinall. I can admit that. I might have overhyped Aspinall, calling him the greatest fighting force the natural world has ever seen without steroids. All right, I'm willing to walk that back. But that's a different conversation to him getting fake eye surgery that he doesn't need. The fucking facial expression is perfect. It's so good. John Jones is still the GOAT in 2026. He is, man. He is. John Jones is the GOAT, and I hate it. Acosta reminds me of a man called Burt Rogers. I don't know who that is. We saw what happened with him. I don't know who that is or what he does. How about you respect the hundreds I've given you and do a Glizzy Overdrive? No, I will never do a Glizzy Overdrive. Never. I mean, America's self-inflicted... Whoa. America self-inflicted 9/11 to justify the war in the Middle East. It's not wrong. This might be Tom Aspinall's 9/11. This could be Tom Aspinall taking out his own Twin Towers. Too soon? Was it too soon? Is it too soon? I don't really care about Tom. He's just another annoying heavyweight that thinks they're bigger than the sport. He doesn't. He doesn't think that. Give him Curtis Blades. Yep. What's up, Mitch? How are you, brother? I'm doing good, man. How are you, dude? Ducky, I was on the Aspinall train too. I'm not going to pretend I wasn't duped. Yeah, I think we were a little bit oversold. I'm not ready to ditch Aspinall after one not perfect performance. I'm not ready to ditch him either. I still think he's going to beat all the heavyweights. I just don't think he is going to do it as cleanly and as dominantly as I first assumed. You know what I mean? Like, again, I called Tom Aspinall the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. I might have been wrong. Those deviled eggs, I got my stomach doing front. Oh, that's not good, Justin Kennedy. That is not good. Oh, the other Justin Kennedy. How are you, the other Justin Kennedy? Tom was already willing to leave the UFC, pretty much ending his career for the John Jones fight. He'll 100% play possum with his eye surgery to gain sympathy. No, he won't, other Justin Kennedy. His dad certainly seems to think he is. You think him and Tom don't have those boxing conversations behind closed doors? That's not thinking you're above the sport. That's just like, I'm going to do my thing, move on from there. It's just a career plan, right? That doesn't mean he thinks he's above the sport. Like, it's not hard to become the heavyweight GOAT. You defend the belt 3 or 4 times and you become the heavyweight GOAT. And then move on and go to boxing to get bigger money. He's never going to get the money he can get in the UFC unless he goes to boxing. That's a normal thing to think, right? Some certain Middle Eastern... Yes, exactly. True, not to the AM, bro. Not wrong at all. The whole Aspinall faking his surgery is the most obvious rage bait I've ever seen. I don't know. This is why I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked I'm more shocked at Nacho. You know, I expect MMA Joey to be like this, but Nacho, I'm surprised. I'm finding JDM harder to stick with than Aspinall, actually. He got fucking owned. I have a video coming out after the stream. That's all I'll say about JDM. I have a video coming out after the stream. So Aspinall has already decided not to go for the GOAT status. He said he wanted to become the heavyweight GOAT. Yeah, he just wants to become the heavyweight GOAT. That's it. I still love JDM. I also still love JDM. We'll talk about it in tomorrow's live stream. JDM can fight Drickus for the people I care less about. JDM can fight Drickus. See, what is going on? Nacho changed, man. Nacho is having a Toad moment. What do you mean you don't care about JDM? He's one of us. He's a sick boxer and an Australian. And he smokes blunts and a Nick Diaz fan. What do you mean you don't care about JDM? Makhachev just wants fake records like a pussy. If he fights Usman, he can get Makhachev just wants fake records like a pussy. If he fights Usman, he can get that continuous streak of 17. Gay Morales would snap it. Did we all see Michael Morales dancing in a dress for New Year's Eve? I'm just joking. Why so serious? I don't know, mate. It's hard to pick up sarcasm. If you don't do an emoji behind it, can you give me any kind of emoji to help with that? Otherwise, I don't pick up the sarcasm. Give me something, Nacho, to show me that it's sarcasm. Give me an emoji. Give me a derpy Joe Rogan. Give me something, brother. Michael Morales wearing the dress. Defenders of Michael Morales are going to say it's cultural. I'm going to point out that the Pride Parade's a part of Western culture. You don't see me celebrating Pride Month. Can we appoint an official sarcasm emoji? I thought it was the Joe Rogan derp thing. I thought that was the official sarcasm emoji, but yeah, we'll go for that. I saw a clip of some... Okay, all right. JDM equals jams dick in mouth. Yeah, that's what he does to you, mate, if you don't respect him. Where am I up to? Get this fucking thing off my screen. I'm looking at me in Fight Society. Get this fucking thing off my screen, for fuck's sake. Right now... JDM is the man. He will never fight for the belt again. He might. You never know. Makhachev has absolutely been padding his record, desperate to break Silver's record. Difference of all of Silver's fights were title defenses or fights up a weight class. It's not even close. I'm happy that you're here now, Shotgun, because we have been working on the absolutely great, and I think this is the first time you've joined. Is this the first time you've been here for this, Shotgun? Where we have been working on the top 30 fighters in the UFC ever tier list, Shotgun. We've been doing it over the last 3 or 4 days, mate. We've been really taking our time with it, and it's been going really well, and it's been a really fun experience, man. So this is where we're at so far, and we've essentially got notes for every single one of the decisions that we have made, brother. This is where we are at so far. Let me move this across here, or maybe just make this a little bit smaller. Yep, that's perfect. We need a sarcasm emoji that doesn't involve Rogan. He is a blight on intelligence at this point. Yeah, but we've got the derpy Joe Rogan, so that one sort of just fits into it. The Joe Rogan emoji is the universal sarcasm one. That's what I thought. An official oral sex emoji. I'm pretty sure we've got one of them, Eric. It's just a tongue. I don't think Poetan and Tracy are seriously dating. I think they're just hooking up and want the world to believe it's serious. Well, it's just high school. It just goes to show that the UFC is high school and that male and female sexual dynamics are true whether or not the liberals like it or not. Tracy Cortez likes the jock of the high school. She's gone and fucked Brian Ortega. She's gone and fucked Paulo Costa. Now she's fucking the biggest chat at the high school, Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira is the biggest chat and he gets what is widely considered to be one of the hottest girls at the school, Tracy Cortez. This is the way men and women work. This is the way they're always going to work. If you don't like it, you're fucking delusional. Tracy Cortez is going to hoe around. Hoes going to be hoes. Chad's going to be Chads. High school going to be high school. It is what it is. I can't wait till Morales and Talbot start their super team. I can't believe that we actually have a team of gays in the UFC. That's a video. He will have to beat 2 top 5 contenders in their prime. Makhachev, I agree. Oliveira and Madalena. Why the fuck is Hendo at 30? Hendo is not even going to stay on the list, I don't think. Super Shotgun. I also hope JDM batters Prates. I'm so sick of the fighting nerds. Yeah, I agree. There's still so much of this list left to do. There's not that much left. Where are our names? There is a fair bit left to do, yeah. I never said oral. What did you say, Eric? Official sex emoji. Well, let's go with oral sex. That's the most fun part, right? We're all blaming Makhachev like Khabib doesn't call the shots of who he fights. Yes, we are blaming Makhachev, but the record is what the record is, Paul. So I agree with you. Like, I've made the argument that this isn't Makhachev's fault. You know, for Khabib being the one to call the shots and Arman being the one to pull out last minute. And Khabib doing it, but Makhachev has fought who Makhachev has fought. It doesn't bode well for his legacy. Poetan isn't going to... Where am I up to? Poetan isn't going to put a picture of him with some chick if they're not dating, as it may muddy up other dating opportunities. Nacho knows games. Where is Nogueira? Oh, Shotgun. I think we need to clarify what we're doing here, Shotgun. So this is the top 30 UFC fighters ever tier list. This tier list is about what did they do in the UFC? What skills did they have to get what quality wins in the UFC? This is about their UFC legacy. So when you look at someone like Dan Henderson had a lot of his work done outside of the UFC. But in the UFC, he didn't really do that much, which is why a fighter like Randy Couture is so high up on the list, because of everything that Randy Couture was able to achieve in the UFC. So I know you're going to start... I know, Shotgun, you're going to start spurging out about MMA, but it's not about MMA in general, Shotgun. It's about what they've done in the UFC. Not just a team of gays, a team of gay champions. We are about to get a team of gay champions. It is the thing that is about to happen. Official Oribly sex emoji. This list is a disgrace. Go fuck yourself. This is the first time I haven't missed a stream since last year. Well done, Bruce. Aliadella Bloody Z's calls the shots. The fucking rat of a thing he does. Nacho speaking like he knows Alex personally. He wouldn't do that, bro. He wouldn't do that, bro. You'd ruin plate spinning if you did that, bro. I have to confess, I don't know the Rogan emoji was for sarcasm. The Rogan emoji is for sarcasm. I bet tons of women just ask Poetan like straight up, like, cheat on your wife, me, fuck her. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Absolutely. In all seriousness, it's been a while since I've been live on the live. Welcome, Bruce. Welcome to being live on the live. You're the best picker. Wait, are you the best picker in here? I think you won the best picker in here, didn't you? Welcome, Bruce. Welcome to being the best live on the live. So Justin, just speaking like someone who's actually dated, it is true. You don't publicly put shit out there. Been screaming for years, I can't fucking stand Khabib. Well, T995, the modern MMA fan is finally catching up with you. Find Silver number 1 then. Yeah, we're not starting off at number 1, Super Shotgun. We're working our way up the list so it builds for some fun conversation. You know what I'm saying, brother? And even then, this is going to be a hell of an argument. You know what I mean? Silver's only ever won 1 belt. It's going to be a hell of an argument when we get there. Right, but we are not there yet, are we? Let us not get dragged down into Anderson Silva conversation. We have still got so many other ones that I want to talk about first before we talk about this lot. Before we talk about this lot, I want to talk about this lot here. This lot over here. Silva won 2 belts. Did he win 2 belts in the UFC? I don't think Silva won 2 belts in the UFC. I think he only had the middleweight belt. I don't think he's one of the I don't think he's one of the 10 two-weight champions that we have in the UFC. I don't think Anderson Silva is one of them, mate. You're gonna have to remember the criteria, Super Shotgun. I posted women dating just to show my mates. Nacho, I post all the women I wasn't dating just to show the mates that I hit. Okay. As soon as I join in, I see Dougie spazzing out. I wasn't spazzing out at the chat. I was just doing a Super Shotgun impression because he gets autistic about these things. John Jones is the only person on this list. John Jones is the only person on this that you know MMA Master. You shouldn't call yourself MMA Master then. That Orably emoji is worth doing just to hear you do the Orably and Shotgun immediately ignoring the parameters of the list. Yep. Dougie being obtuse as usual. I'm not. I'm very clearly laying out the rules of this list. I'm not being obtuse. I've very clearly laid out the rules of this list. This is the top 30 UFC fighters ever. What skills they have had to accrue quality wins to build a legacy. And we have done it shot for shot, fairly, over everyone in the list. I've actually been autistically specific with this, Shotgun, but you are incapable of differentiating between the UFC and the rest of general MMA. It doesn't matter, Shotgun, if he was the best fighter in the... This is why I did the instant impression of you spurging out like a fucking autistic retard. Because you cannot separate what happened in the UFC from in the greater MMA world. Silva being the best fighter in the world is literally irrelevant via the very clear criteria that I slowly spelled out to you straight away. And you have instantly, twice, circled back around to it, Shotgun. I love you, but just think for a second. Keep it UFC only. Please, I beg you, don't autism out on me. Please, Shotgun. Please. I'd love to have you here for this conversation. Your knowledge on game and gloves. Your list is gay and fake news. Yeah, you're autistic. You're autistic. That's why you're so good at what you do, Shotgun. That's why you're so good at it. Honestly, it is your blessing and your curse. You are one of, like, the most glove-knowledged up people in all of MMA YouTube. You know so much off rip. It's insane. Insane. But you're so autistic about it, you can't separate it from what we're trying to talk about. Your gift and your curse, Shotgun. Your gift and your curse. God almighty. Shotgun immediately ignoring the parameters of the list. Yeah, one of my favorite dream title fights is Petr Yan versus Chandler Edge. Petr Yan versus Chandler Air Jourdain. That would go hard. Petr Yan versus Charles Air Jourdain. Yeah, the striking would be fucking insane. I'm with you. Sorry, Mitch. Yeah, I'm with you. The striking would be insane. I'll back Dougie on this, Shotgun. I've had everyone pretty accountable to the 3 factors. We've held everyone pretty accountable to it. Seeing as Tracy has been passed around the UFC, I reckon she is going to go for John Jones next, and we are going to finally see John Jones in fear and scared for his life. Why would John Jones be scared for his life against Tracy Cortez? Because she can fight back. I like it when you get angry. Stop it. New Year, same yapping. New Year, same yap, brother. I got a Blumpkin in a 7-Eleven bathroom next to Skid Rope. Disgusting. Chase Demore, Chins Prime Silver. Stop it. What even is this list? Jesus Christ, Shotgun. Dougie, how much did you use for your used fleshlight? For this? How much for this? How much for this? How much do you want to pay for this? What are you offering? What are you offering? Goatan just further cemented his legend status, adding Cortez to his insane resume. Passed around. All right, I'm back on my best behavior. Thank you, Shotgun. I appreciate it, man. I didn't mean to crash out at you. I knew this was coming. How much mayo is in that? Just for clarity, it's a fucking upside down protein shaker. Just for clarity, by the way. Charles Jourdain will be ranked in the top 10 soon, brother. You know this. I don't think he will. Tracy is a woman. John Jones likes men, and Tracy just seems to throw herself around. This is true. Tracy does just seem to throw herself around. Dougie, where is the suit? We're not suiting up for every stream. What are you, mad? All right, let's jump back into it, shall we? Now that Shotgun is here, and now that Shotgun understands what we are doing. Who would we like to attack? Fucking Feral pulling out a mayo loop fleshlight. No, dude, it's a fucking upside down. I was like, I wonder how I can make an upside down protein shaker look like a fleshlight with the cap on. How much you guys want to pay for this? How much you want to pay for the fleshlight? How much do you want to pay for it? Bro has the automatic fleshlight machine strapped to his chair. Dude, I tell you what, the automatic fleshlight machine with the VR goggles. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. You'll never listen to a woman yap again. Right. Where are we up to? Oh, I fuck it up. I fuck it up. I fuck it up to the thing. Here we go. Usman, Matt Hughes, Alex Pereira, Conor McGregor, BJ Penn, Henry Cejudo, Stipe Pantoja. What the fuck? Why did Pantoja just disappear? Stipe, Pantoja, Khabib, or Aldo. I want to do these guys first before we get into like the hardcore goat conversation. Do we do Usman? Do we do Usman? I think it's now time to do Usman. I think we'll bring Usman down. Yeah, I reckon it's time that we do Usman. I'm feeling Kamaru Usman. Let's see if he can get past the Black Gate Tyrone Woodley. Let's do Kamaru Usman. Where is Frank Shamrock? I didn't think about Frank Shamrock. Frank Shamrock's a good one for consideration. He might be able to knock out old Dan Henderson, because Dan Henderson didn't actually achieve a hell of a lot in the UFC itself. Let's do Usman. I want to do... Oh, stop hitting that button, Doug. You're ruining everything. Do it like that. All right, cool. Let's do Kamaru Usman. ESPN, MMA. Let's do Kamaru Usman, brother. All right, so Kamaru Usman. BJ Penn is a clone. True. Gru is doing some... I don't know what you're saying. John Jones, GSP, Mighty Mouse, Anderson Silva, and Jose Aldo in the top 5. No, not how it works, mate. Not how it works. Kamaru Usman, how many title wins? How many legendary wins? How many legendary names? Kamaru Usman, how many title wins did he have? Kamaru Usman Tapology. Let's check it out. Let's see how many legendary names he's got. What can we do for Kamaru Usman? What sort of legacy can we build for Kamaru Usman? Kamaru has got beat Tyrone Woodley, beat Colby Covington, beat Jorge Masvidal, beat Gilbert Burns, beat Jorge Masvidal again, beat Colby Covington again. He has got 6 title wins, does Kamaru Usman. 6 title wins. Let's have a look at some of the notable names that Kamaru Usman has won. What are his notable names? What are his notable names? Is Colby Covington a notable name? I mean, at the time of the Colby Covington fight, Colby was 15-1, ranked number 4 in the world. Not exactly a legend, not a former champion, but Colby Covington was a solid fucking name. Jorge Masvidal was 35-13, ranked number 2. Jorge Masvidal I'm going to consider as a bit of a journeyman, below Colby Covington. Very much a bit of a journeyman. Tyrone Woodley, of course, is the former champion. Tyrone Woodley is definitely one legendary name that we can add to Kamaru Usman. Rafael dos Santos was 28-10. Damian Maia was 25-8. That'll go on there. RDA. Former champion, RDA. Damian Maia, ranked number 9 at the time. What else can we get? Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards is a former champion. He does have a win over Leon Edwards. Let me read some chats. Where are the chats? Has no one said anything? Has no one said anything? Where are the chats? Where are the chats coming in? Here are the chats. Right. I was wondering where the fucking chats were. There are the chats. Right. Losing to Leon 2 times gets you off the list. He might not rank that high. Frank Shamrock 5 title. We'll get to Frank Shamrock when we get to Frank Shamrock. I love you, Shotgun. Aldo ain't a top 5. Dougie's resting his balls on chat's forehead. It's true. Seriously, a lot of what have you done for me lately on the GOAT list? On most people's GOAT list, Carpathius, but we're literally going through everyone's records and trying to drag up any notable win that we can. So I don't think we're doing that on our one, brother. Can you tickle my taint with your beard? No, thank. Rematch merchant. He was a rematch merchant. That is true. Usman isn't that good. Dude, I don't think Usman gets through the black gate of Tyrone Woodley. Marty had a good career, but he feasted on bums like Colby and Masvidal. Well, the first Colby fight, Colby wasn't a bum, but I will put Masvidal down in like the journeyman level for sure. Colby was good when they fought. Colby was good when they fought, yeah. Kamaru has a rigged title defense though because he lost that second Colby fight, just saying. Oh, I'd have to rewatch that on the live, Mitch, and do a retrospect. I can't remember what I thought of that decision. Kamaru took advantage of 2 challengers who sucked and had hype. I don't think Colby sucked in the first fight. I really don't. I miss when we used to cuddle and watch fights. Me too, Blumpkin Enjoyer. You're from the Guru stream. I recognize your name, babe. We shouldn't count rigged title defenses on this list. Usman is actually a fraud. Usman might be a fraud. RDR fought a lot of good fighters. That's why I'm putting RDR in the legend status. I think I will give Kamaru Usman 3 legend wins. 3 legend wins. I think I'll give him 3 legend wins. Yeah. Leon Scott destroyed him 2 times after their first fight. I'm aware. I'm walking home. I know you are, Blumpkin. I watched a video from Mixed Martial Academic. Shout out to Mixed Martial Academic. One of the best MMA YouTubers in the space. Literally, like we're talking like MMA on point level. Maybe the best MMA content creator there is. So well done to Mixed Martial Academic. Shout out to you, brother. And he called RDR Dos Nachos, and he wasn't trying to be funny. That is fucking hilarious. RDR probably should be on the list. Yeah, we'll see. Shotgun is Usman wasn't going to fight Colby or Masvidal. Who else was he going to fight at the time? I can't remember. Yeah, there weren't a lot of options because it was the pandemic. RDR did beat Pettis pretty easily. Yep. I told you about Mixed Martial. I know. I'm aware. I knew it, but I had listened to him. I just didn't recognize his name when you had told me about him. Where's the Black Gate? Where is the Black Gatekeeper? The Black Gate. Tyrone Woodley. Where are you, Tyrone? There he is. The Black Gate Tyrone Woodley. The Black Gate Tyrone Woodley. The Black Gate Tyrone Woodley. Let's put him up against the Black Gate Tyrone Woodley. Kamaru Usman versus Tyrone Woodley. Oh, man. So Tyrone Woodley has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 title wins as well. Less title wins than Kamaru. 5 title wins. Well, actually, 4 title wins and 1 draw. 4 title wins and 1 draw. Robbie Lawler's a legend. One legend win. One legend win. One legend win. All right, so Usman breaks through the Black Gate. Usman breaks through the Black Gate of Tyrone Woodley. We can say that Usman is ahead of Tyrone Woodley. We can at least go with that. I'm glad that City fans have shit the bed. The league belongs to the Gooners. Good for them, mate. Good them. Put Junior Dos Santos against the Black Gate. Put him up there, mate. You know, I never understood. Where am I up to? Don't you go live more during the break? I'm busy drinking on the beach. You know, I never understood people that try and argue Khamzat beats Usman. Usman won that fight for sure. Round 1 wasn't a 10-8. Yeah, I know. I know, that is fucking sad, isn't it? And Usman deserves so much credit for that fight. And I think he gets it, but I don't know if I could say that he gets enough credit for that fight, right? Usman had 15 consecutive victories at welterweight. He did. This is true. This is true. RDR isn't in this conversation. He might not be. I was looking for a ceiling fan tonight. I would rather be hanging with you. Oh, that's funny, Blumpkin. Thanks, mate. I'm just glad to see... All right, we've done that one. Woodley had some good wins, then went to absolute shit. Yes, true, correct, brother. I liked Mixed Martial Academic, the Pommy guy, but he fucks up a fair bit. Yeah, but you can't know everything about everything unless your name's Shotgun. Happy New Year to you, City Life Project. Shout out, brother. I hope that you're well. Shout out to City Life Project. How you been, man? Did you enjoy the Ryzen card? I fucking bet you did, mate. I bet you did enjoy the Ryzen card. Guys, check out City Life Project. He is your portal into all things regional MMA. Absolute fucking legend. Go check out City Life. Not like he needs me to give him a shout out. Motherfucker's on 25k subscribers. But he's a legend of our community, so go show some love to City Life if you guys want to get into regional MMA more. Shout out to you, brother. People forget, man, Usman was the second best welterweight of all time. Well, that's barely enough to get through Tyrone Woodley on the Black Gate. Barely enough to get through Woodley. Such a sick card. Wish didn't get eye poked by a wife-beating politician, but shit happens. I know, that fucking thumb in the eye where he pushed him back and his eye swelled up. That was pretty bad, yeah. City Life knows about the greatness of Phil DeFries. Of course he does. People forget we did that one. Dougie, nothing matters in life. It's just an illusion. I know, Blumpkin. That's why we try and enjoy it with MMA, mate. You know, every day. Phil DeFries is the greatest heavyweight on the planet. I see where Shotgun gets his propaganda from, City Life. Phil DeFries on the Freighter Esquire. Nobody even paying attention. Okay. You're the realest MMA fan I have ever met. Tell me about it, City Life Project. And he holds my feet to the fire almost on every single MMA stream. And it's infuriating, but it's better for my game. It's like training with one of the best in the room when you have Shotgun in here. It's important, but it's exhausting. Nobody cares about non-UFC fighters. It's true. Do you believe in Jesus fucking oath, cunt? How are you, Jock? Good to see you, man. Happy New Year to you, brother. I hope you had a good New Year as well, dude. Good to see that you survived. We barely kept Nacho. UFC 12355. How much lube did you use joking to Dan? Okay. It's not propaganda, buddy. Come to me another heavyweight with 13 tight-end defenses outside of the UFC. They're fighting blobs. They're fighting nobodies. Nobodies. Yeah, of course I do. Blumpkin Enjoyer. Of course I do. All right. What if we put Usman up against Marabi? What if we put Usman up against Marabi? Let's do that. He's gotten through Tyrone Woodley. He's gotten through the Black Gate. What about putting him up against Marab? Oh. Ooh. Oh, he looks good against Marab. 4 title wins. Petr Yan, Sean O'Malley, Sean O'Malley. Is Sean O'Malley a legend? I would say no. He's definitely a title, but he's not a legend. I wouldn't say Sean O'Malley is a legend. Petr Yan, Jose Aldo, and Henry Cejudo. That's 3 legend wins. That's 3 legend wins with an extra title, with 2 extra title defenses. Okay. Okay. So he's above Marabi. Interesting. Let's keep working our way up the list. Very interesting for Kamaru Usman. He's above Marabi. What about Junior Dos Santos? He'll be above Junior Dos Santos. Frank Mir, Cain Vasquez, Fabricio Verdum. Ooh, I don't know if he stacks up against Junior Dos Santos, though. Well, definitely for title defenses, but for legends, I think he is above Junior Dos Santos, just looking at it. Do we put him against Dominic Cruz? Do we go Kamaru Usman against Dominic Cruz, right? Do we go against Kamaru Usman against Dominic Cruz? Where's our Dominic Cruz slide? There's Dominic Cruz there. Yeah. Let's go Dominic Cruz. Is he a better MMA fighter than Dominic Cruz? UFC fighter. UFC. Not MMA, UFC. All right, where am I up to? Costco must give UFC a deal at this point so far. Respected that they must, dude. Currently playing poker with Giuliano and Woe Black Betty. Weird start to the new year. You're currently playing poker with them on another stream. Well, tell them I say what's up. I hope that they're doing well, man. Hope you have a great holidays too, City Life Project. Okay, good. I thought a demon took you. Absolutely not. O'Malley is definitely not a legend. No, definitely not a legend, but he is a former champion. Yeah, O'Malley's not a legend. I agree. Nobody blobs as opposed to the UFC heavyweight division like the guy with the giant skin that almost makes a cape. Yeah, but at the, the top 7 of the heavyweight division is at least skilled, right? O'Malley is just a TikTok rapper. It's true. No mate at O'Malley, no hated O'Malley, but he isn't a legend. Check out the video that I have coming out after this live stream. If Machita would have beaten, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about the Ryzen card. He would have been fighter of the year. Such a sick fighter. Was hoping Yuki-I would get the nod. But man, he still has a foot good years left in him. 5 fights this year. Flyweight tournament, down a weight class, not to mention the, I can't pronounce these names. City Life, my brother in Christ. I brought up the Ryzen card while I was out and about for New Year's, and I had it on in the corner of wherever I was. If I was at a bar drinking at the table, I had the Ryzen card resting on my drink like that. I don't follow Ryzen nearly as closely as you follow regional MMA. That's why you're the goat of regional MMA. It was a fun card to sit down and watch. Dougie, did you learn American history in school? If not, that is a shame. What's up, David? How are you, mate? How are you, brother? Good to see you, dude. Welcome to my channel. I make MMA content every single day. Yeah, we did learn about American history. Of course we did, yeah. Yeah, you guys saved the Jews in World War II, and then you get blamed for it. You guys literally ended slavery, and then you get blamed for it. That's essentially American history, yeah? You saved the world from colonialism by bringing in a documentary, by bringing in a democracy, and then you guys get blamed for being an empire. You guys end slavery, and then you get blamed for having slavery, even though China still has slavery, and Africa still has slavery, and the Middle East still has slavery. It's your fault, Americans. You saved the Jews in World War II, and now you guys are the anti-Semitics, and America first is evil. Yeah, it's a very weird history you guys have. When does a dad joke become a black dad joke when the joke never comes back? Okay. Australia is the US closest ally. Of course, they learned American history, of course. Oh, that's all right, Waterfalls. Just shave your head and get on steroids. If you're going bald, shave your head, get on steroids, you'll be fine. Abolishing slavery was a military tactic by Lincoln. Either way, they still did it. Britain ended slavery, not America, like 200 years before that. Yeah, I mean, semantics. Let's have a look at Dominic Cruz versus Kamaru Usman. 7-3 in the UFC. 4 title wins. Faber legend, Dillashaw legend, DJ legend. Only 3 legends. He's above Dominic Cruz. He's above Dominic Cruz. We're getting into the nitty gritty here with Kamaru. He's well above Dominic Cruz. Okay. So I guess the next one up is Ilia Abturo. I guess we're putting him head and head, neck and neck with Ilia Abturo. Interesting. So here's the problem that we have with Ilia. He certainly got the legacy, but it's not exactly like the deepest legacy, you know what I mean? Following our criteria, he's sort of a bit of a paper champion with that second lightweight belt. And he is ducking. He's ducked Movzar. He is ducking. But he's got 3 great names. Volk. He's got Volk, Max, and Charles. But Woodley's got 3 great names as well. Now we're getting interesting. Cruz wins easily. I don't think he does, Shyla. I don't think Cruz did win that one. As of now, Usman is above Ilia. I don't think that's crazy to say, right? I had a McFlurry the other day. It felt like shit for 3 days. That's what happens when you get old, man. Ilia's only flaw at this point is he hasn't been doing it long enough yet. I agree. I think Ilia needs time to build into the GOAT list. Ilia's legacy is very top-heavy. He goes from Josh Emmett to Volk. That's the problem with Ilia. Like, he doesn't build a whole bunch of quality. Cruz was the first bantamweight two-time champion, defended the belt 6 times. We're doing UFC only, Shyla. UFC only. Ilya is above Woodley, but not Usman yet. Ilya is above Woodley, but not Usman yet. I'm naked right now. Disgusting. Who the hell is the black guy? That's Kamaru Usman. This is a UFC stream. I'm water bragging so fucking hard right now. High five to you, Blumpkin. If Ilya fights now, he will easily overtake Usman, but not before another win. I think he is held back by not fighting right now. If it's only including the UFC, then it makes it interesting. It's only including the UFC. This is the best fighters in the UFC. I'll say it again. This is the top 30 UFC fighters. Whatever they've done in the UFC. What was their skill set to amount what quality wins? How many quality wins to build their legacy? How many of those quality wins did you get to define your legacy? For example, Randy Couture. 2 weight class champion, won the second belt moving down against a prime Tito Ortiz, won back his original belt at an old age, legacy wins of Vitor Belfort, Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Pedro Hizo, and Gabriel Gonzalez in the UFC. When you look at them in the UFC, what has Ilya Topuria done so far versus Tyrone Woodley, versus Kamaru Usman? Khabib scare Usman and GSP. No, he didn't, Samuel. Impression of Dana naked sitting on Derek's lap. What the fuck? Because older fighters also competed in Pride. Exactly, Carpathius. So we're just focusing on the UFC, brother. What do you think, Alex Pereira and Tracy Cortez? I think it proves everything that everyone knows about high school. The slut hottie will fuck the Chad every single time. Cortez's tattoos are kind of trashy. Yep. Ilya needs more fights. If he was a regular and keeps fighting, his Volk Max and Olives wins will push him ahead of most. I agree, Paul. I agree. I see you had Hendo rank low because I hope you considered his open weight tournament win. Was that in the UFC? If not, then no, I didn't consider it. Khabib number 1, GSP number 2, John Joe. I don't even think Khabib is in the top 10 by the time we finish this, Sam. It's a bit weird that the other legacies don't include pre-UFC stuff, but I like that it really defines the criteria. That's why I want to keep it just UFC. Just UFC. Just UFC. Is the Maltese ahead one? Okay, stop it, Yumjoy. Versus Tyron Woodley, Kamaru Usman, they all look the same. Yeah, they all look the same. Why is Poatan scared to fight Khabib? Are you insane? Poatan gets subbed by Ortega after breaking both hands on his beak. Well, you know, the eagle does have the last laugh. Cortez looks like she smells like an aquarium. She does. Yes, it was in the UFC, you goof. It was the openweight tournament in 1997. Okay, all right. Then that might be considered for sure. For sure, when we circle back to Hendo, that'll help him. Thank you, Paul, for the $1.50. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Usman has more accolades than Ilya. I think Usman's ahead of Ilya. I think Usman's ahead of Ilya. I think Usman's ahead of Ilya. I think we have to do Usman versus Izzy. I didn't expect Usman to crawl up this high when we looked at his names. I think Usman's ahead of Izzy. I think we're going to do Usman versus Izzy. Thank you, Paul, for the $1.50, man. I really appreciate it, brother. Thank you, dude. Super Shotgun references events older than me. That's what he does. That's what he does. I know it doesn't affect his legacy much, but Kamaru losing twice to Leon is just so funny. It is fucking funny. It is funny. But yeah, when you're looking at the criteria we're going by, it doesn't affect him too much. Cortez looks like a mid... I don't know what that is, from East LA, but in the world of MMA, she's a hot chick. Yeah, Cortez is not really that hot when you look at her, but in MMA, she's the high school hottie. That's the way that it works, brother. Usman not a double champ, and Usman's not double champ and undefeated. Oh, you're talking about Ilya. Yeah, I just broke down why Ilya isn't ahead of Usman. I just broke that down. Ilya is a bit of a paper champion, and Ilya hasn't got as many legacy wins as Kamaru Usman has. Thank you, Paul, for gifting the 5 gifted memberships, brother. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you, brother, for the $5 donation and the $1.50 donation before. Thank you, dude, for donating like $7 to the channel, man. I appreciate you, brother. Everyone should get a missus who speaks 2 languages you can barely speak. It is fun. Choosing this criteria was a great idea. It allows for clearer decisions. Yeah, it's something we can actually define, right? Leon Scott completely ruined Marty's career is fucking hilarious when you think about it. I know, and then Leon just like disappears into fucking nowhere. Like, come on, dude. Wins are objective. Quality wins are literally 100% subjective. That's why the only way you can discount indisputable GOATs like Silva and DJ. That's the only way you can discount. Quality wins are literally 100% subjective. I don't think they are, Carpathius. I don't think quality wins are subjective, right? Like, if you look at what I've been doing, you look at Max Holloway, right? And people laugh at some of these names on Max Holloway's list, right? Calvin Kattar, right? But Calvin Kattar was 22-4 and ranked number 6th. That's not subjectively a quality win. That is a ranked fighter that has had nearly 30 fights of experience and only lost 4 of those fights. That's a quality win, right? Charles Oliveira, Yair Rodriguez. People would look at Yair Rodriguez and laugh at that, calling that a quality win. But that's a solid fighter with 20 fights of experience that only lost 2 fights. That's a very good win, right? So I disagree that quality wins is subjective. You know what I mean? I think you can look at Khabib's early career and say they are not quality wins. Some of them had literally never even fought in MMA before. So no, Carpathius, I disagree, Mr. Semantics. Did Usman ever duck anyone? If we give Izzy pity accolades, we got to give it to him too. Did Usman duck? Usman was ducking Bilal a bit. Yeah, Usman was ducking Bilal. You could have done Bilal instead of Masvidal too. Yeah. Adesanya got cooked by DDP. This is true, brother. He had a perfect career, and then this guy comes along with 0 charisma, 0 mic skills, and just ruins it. I know. And then this guy just disappears into the sunset shotgun. It's so sad, man. I've missed this shit. Me too, Paul. It's good to be back, man. Do you curl your toes when your poos hurt? When my poos hurt, I fall off the toilet and cry on the bathroom floor. It's happened to me more than once in my life, to be honest with you, mate. I've taken shit so thick and so painful. I've jumped off the toilet, rolled onto the floor naked in the fetal position, and screamed. I hate it. And it's quite frankly getting worse as I get older. How are you, Gaz Ninja? Good to see you. Good to see you. Why is Max Strikeholder not here? Why is Max Strikeholder not here? Max Holloway is literally here. He's right there. He went head-to-head with Alexander Volkanovski, and then we ended up putting Max around there somewhere, just ahead of Chuck Liddell, just behind Alexander Volkanovski. Yes, around there. Around there, I do say. Yes, 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 yes. I like this criteria. One of the better ways to look at the subject. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it, man. I think he's going to pump and dump her. She's kind of mid, probably. Feels like needles. It does feel like needles. Let's go back to Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya. Izzy, all right, let me look at Izzy's tapology properly and do this. Izzy tapology. Israel Adesanya tapology. Israel Adesanya has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 title wins. That's a lot. That's a lot. Eight title wins. Eight title wins. 3 legend wins. Whittaker twice and Alex Pereira once. 3 legend wins. And even then, I know people are going to argue that Whittaker isn't a legend. I know people are going to argue that Whittaker isn't a legend. So they might say that Izzy has 1 legend win. You could argue Izzy has 3 or 1 legend wins, depending on whether or not you're Australian, and consider Whittaker a legend. Eight title wins. Let me recount that and make sure I got that right. Kelvin Gastelum was the first one. Robert Whittaker was the second one. Yoel Romero was the third one. Paulo Costa was the 4th one. Marvin Vettori was the 5th one. Robert Whittaker was the 6th one. Jared Cannonier was the 7th one. Alex Pereira was the 8th one. 8 title wins. 8 title wins. If you're calling RDR a legend, then Whittaker's a legend. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Izzy's resume is kind of weak for real. It is kind of weak for real. Yep. Where is Dougie on the list? I don't think it's unfair that there are no abos on the list. It is a bit unfair that there are no abos. Well, I'm going to keep thinking DJ is the best and most successful mixed martial artist ever. And I couldn't name one person Pantosh has ever fought, let alone watched it. New UFC sucks. Fair enough, Capatheist. You do you, brother. You're all good with that. That's a sign of prostate cancer. Well, then that's how I die, Blumpkin. Title wins, that many, I know. Whittaker at the time and after had a huge win streak without losing to anyone called Israel. That's true, man. Izzy shite style, minus 1,000 points. Yeah, if you're calling RDR a legend, then Whittaker's a legend. Adesanya, yep. What's up, Loyalty? How are you, brothers? How are you, man? You're in his world now, friend. His world now. DJ never sell a fight except for Rotang. That's true. This is true, brother. This is true. No one buy a DJ fight. Okay, so then, if we're calling Robert Whittaker a legend, Izzy is behind Kamaru Usman. Izzy is behind... Kamaru Usman is behind Israel Adesanya. If we're calling Robert Whittaker a legend, that's 3 legend wins, 8 title wins. He's above Ilia Topuria. But he's behind Israel Adesanya. Boom! Another one has been inducted into the 30 greatest MMA fighters of all time tier list. Well done. Well done. Izzy's resume is still better than Usman's. Whittaker, Pereira, Yoel Romero, Paulo Costa, Marvin Vettori twice, and Jared Cannonier. But the Yoel Romero fight was a staring contest, Shyla. It was a staring contest. Paulo Costa, that win has aged like garbage, even though Paulo Costa was a destroyer at the time. At the time, it's a quality win. Hasn't aged well. Marvin Vettori was never and will never be a quality win. And Jared Cannonier is a fairly good win, but Jared Cannonier has sort of proven that he is a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper. He is, without a doubt, a top 10 middleweight, but he is a gatekeeper. Izzy with 8 wins has to be above Usman. Yeah, fair enough. Alex Pereira is my favorite. Nice one, Devaldian. Nice one, brother. That's good. I'm happy for you, brother. Dougie, I'm fucking dying with the UFC drought. Please save me. I'm doing my best. Super Shotgun. I'm doing my best, brother. I'm putting out content. We support him here. I would put death sentence Adesanya above Marty fake newsman. That's fair. Don't believe in quality. It's a retarded Yumjoy. I just don't accept this excuse for ignoring records. We're not ignoring records. We're actually delving really deeply into records, man. See ya, Blumpkin. Enjoy your Edge session. Bro might be the worst ranking of all time. Who's that, Sammy? Who's the worst ranking of all? Or are you saying this is the worst ranked you've ever seen? This isn't. This has been done fairly meticulously. We're really taking our time with this. We can argue every single decision that we've made all the way up the ranking. It's actually very impressive what we've been putting together here. Not the greatest MMA fighters of all time, only the greatest UFC fighters. Yes, only the greatest UFC fighters, Shotgun. You're correct. Where does Kevin Lee fit into all of this? Did I miss Shotgun so much spurging? I'll be in and out. Did I miss Shotgun spurging? No, Shotgun got it under control, to be honest. I'll give Shotgun his credit. Shotgun really got it under control after I had my little crash out. Where does Rony Barcelos go on the list? What is the youngest you would date? And please be honest, 21. How about suggesting some legendary fights for us to watch during the drought? Oh, for sure. You've got to watch Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald. I would also suggest watching Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture to stop thinking about the Lucas Tracy fallacy that the modern skill set fighters are just so much better than the old skill set fighters. It's not the most exciting fight of all time, is Chuck Liddell versus Randy Couture, but you'll see that, MMA has not really changed that much. Watch Paul Felder versus Dan Hooker. Watch Dustin Poirier versus Dan Hooker. What are some other great scraps that you can watch? Do a Dustin Poirier career watch. Do a Justin Gaethje career watch. Do a Tito Ortiz career watch. Watch the old stuff. Watch the old stuff. The guys that the old legends that people will not let go. Watch them. Watch them. Watch Tony Ferguson's legendary run from 2012 to 2016. Watch that legendary run. Watch Donald Cowboy Cerrone and how he quits in the big moments, but always seems to be able to line up that jab 2 head kick. Watch Nick Diaz over at Strikeforce. It's fucking awesome. Watch Nick Diaz at Strikeforce. Yeah. There you go. There's some stuff to check out. There's plenty. There's plenty to check out. Tony was just getting started. Tony is just getting started. There we go. People might complain about Izzy not deserving it, but it's good fighters that defend their belt regularly, as it should be. This is true. Where is Anchor 2-0 Poatan? Where's Anchor 2-0 Poatan? He didn't 2-0 Poatan. What are you talking about, Samuel? How dare you not have the highlight Justin Gaethje at number 30 like Lucas Tracy? I know, but we're doing a proper GOAT list, aren't we? We're not doing a Lucas Tracy GOAT list. It's basically racist to say it's not a quality list. Dougie has put a lot of thought into this. It is basically racist. I have put in a lot of thought into this, actually. You're correct. I've put in a shitload of thought into this list. I haven't just said modern era fighter again and again and again until you forget what the fuck we're talking about. Definitely not better than anything the UFC has ever done with that type of ranking. Thank you, Install Driver, but when Doug debuted Wixon, he was 17. Never saw it. Randy and Baldy are good competitors. They are. Now that's the oldest you date, and why is it 83? Don't worry about it. Ferguson versus Pettis is overrated. That's pretty good. I understand. Tony Ferguson, IGB. Headbutts and soccer kicks. Yep. I back, man. I very back. I back, man. Watch Anderson Silva's career. It's fucking awesome. Yep. Big video drop. Big video drop. Is Poatan versus Cortez real? I thought it was AI. No, it's very, very real. It's very real. People forget, man. Dougie's Corner just released a video. Go check it out now. That's it. That's the end of the stream. People forget, man. Izzy looked wash against Anderson Silva to a decision, which was honestly a really awesome fight for me. It made me sad because Prime Anderson would dust Izzy. Yeah, Prime Anderson would dust Izzy. Dougie dropping a video while he's live, showing the live is pre-recorded. No, I just made the video first. Go and watch my top 10 worst MMA fighters, worst UFC champions of all time. This is my top 10 worst UFC champions of all time. Just my opinion. I'm excited to hear your feedback. It's out now. It's live now. Go check it out. I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. Anderson Silva's one of the GOATs. There's a reason I'm leaving off the GOATs on our list until last so we can properly get into it. We got a long time till UFC comes back, a whole month. But go and enjoy this video that I just made for you guys before I went live. Go and enjoy that. Watch that. Read my message, yeah? It's about 1 o'clock. I'm going to go get drunk on the beach. I appreciate all of you so much. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Goodbye.